Anonymous is not political nor religious in nature. It is neither seeking to do good nor is its intentions bad. This is new for such a large group of people that have banded together for a cause. To not act politically or religion-driven motives is a new trick for we as a population. In the knowledge of history, there have not been any groups of this magnitude, and certainly none as widespread and worldwide, in existence, ever. Dwell on that a moment. Epic doesn't even begin to describe what is happening here. Anonymous is a collective which has no leader, which has no law, which has no face or name on which to give credit or blame. It is an entity comprised of many, which has no singular purpose, but knows everything collectively, which sees everything collectively, which will never forgive, because it cannot, and will never forget. Likewise, there is always someone with hard data. Anonymous can, in a philosophical sense, be considered the manifestation of the collective conscious, with no race, gender, orientation, political views, religious standpoint or anything to give a definition. It is what we are. To go against it is to go against our very nature. In the knowledge of its workings, Anonymous has done only what humanity as a whole does in its nature. It chastises that which is stagnant and useless, until it betters itself or disappears. It cuts out of itself that which does not wish to grow or learn. It attacks only what is wrong, but acknowledges what is right. It does not care or think in a personal standpoint. To take things personally would defeat the purpose of being a part of a whole. To do things for lulz is a blunt way of putting to do things for the betterment of the people involved, potentially resulting in amusement to the collective. Is this not the very nature of humanity, to laugh at its shortcomings and to grow from that knowledge? As our understanding of our own flaws continues to grow, so too shall our numbers. As Anonymous delivers, we shall weed out the useless vestiges of what we deem to be unuseful to society and unuseful to life in general. And why? For amusement. Anonymous said that the sum of all parts is greater than the whole. This is true in many ways, for what we know or have seen singularly is not full or amusing, it is simply there. But what we have seen collectively holds a greater value. What one man says does not affect anything, but when others are there to listen, it is taken and built upon, not unlike him. Whether or not you are anonymous, you are surrounded by anonymous. Whether or not you know what anonymous is, anonymous knows what you are, and what you are doing. Either you are anonymous, or you are not. In light of the recent news coverage where Anonymous has been called a group of hackers by both the news programs and the Church of Scientology, Anonymous would like to point out that, although some of us have that ability, we are not all hackers. We are just like everyone else. We are normal citizens, just like you. We would also like to bring to light that we are not terrorists. We are simply trying to bring the truth to the public, and are not, as a whole, dedicated to destruction or chaos. We wish only to have information be free. The business, the Church of Scientology asks for its members to pay for the information which they consider to be inalienable truth. This is not freedom of speech, and we are not trying to squash freedom of speech, as the COS has said, but instead, to demand they either ask not for payment for their version of the truth, or to lose their tax-exempt status as a religion, to the fact that they're asking their followers pay for faith. We are not anti-religion. As a message to the members of the Church of Scientology, we wish only to make your faith more freely accessible to you, and those who wish to understand it. We are with you. We want to help you. And to those members of Anonymous who have taken part in the demonstrations on the 10th, we are only starting. Thank you all for your participation and spreading the word. We all appreciate the help that has been given. Now it is time to, as Legion, truly help those who wish to understand us and our cause, and give them help to understanding we as a collective. Signed, Anonymous.